Welcome to Maryland. Eric Mezerachia. Damn, that's a tough name and I just got it right. We're day calling red fox down here. We may end up going out and doing some night calling, but we're in Dorchester County. One of two counties that you can hunt all year long for fox, right?
Here in Charles
and Dorchester County. It's early March. I'm down here in Maryland. I'm hunting with Eric Mezerachia. He is a waterfowl guru.
I love waterfowl hunting, duck and goose hunting. Been waterfowl hunting since I was 14 years old.
Really easy for me to get along with him because I love waterfowl hunting, but whenever he told me that you could hunt red fox year round, I couldn't wait to come down here and hook up with him and teach him what little bit that I know about calling in and killing red fox. You put that dot right on their head.
Okay. I've shot predators before, but not in a calling situation where, where we were set up at nighttime or even, set up during the day. It's always been when they were in season. If I had one running on the farm or on one of the farms and had a rifle and could get loaded up and get a shot.
It's awesome to bring somebody new into the sport and to give them a perspective on conservation and managing the predator populations in their area.
There's a lot of foxes in Dorchester County and Talbot County. I mean, they're abundant. It's a thriving population. One of the biggest things in Dorchester County is the poultry industry. And I've been told if you see them, shoot them, because I started with 20 chickens and in 3 nights I'm down to 4.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna try and call during the day, set up on these reds, very similar to the way we set up on coyotes or set up during the day anywhere. There's some red fox crap. We used to stand right up here. These fox like to run the edges of these fields a lot, especially you got some thick pines here, some woods. So hit these ditch lines, so we could smell him here. He could have came down on us, popped his head out and just peeled back in the woods, but it's a good sign. There's fox here, ain't no doubt about it. We just gotta get them up off their feet.
I'm gonna have to keep this rabbit distress call Fox Pro call in my pocket and practice. What was amazing to me was I can go outside in any of these farms at night scouting for geese, or ducks, and hear a rabbit doing that.
You have a lot of fox and a fox problem whenever you hear rabbits dying in your yard. We decided to move on up the county to a place that Eric had, and he said, man, every time I go in there, there's a lot of fox.
It's a friend's family's farm, and we've seen them out there in broad daylight around goose decoys, coming out.
And we're driving into farmland, we're looking at the area, it's looking really good. All of a sudden, out the window, I'm like, right there's a fox. Running up through the field, you see it?
When I seen him bust out of that ditch and run back there, I was just, it was disappointment, but I was also excited because I knew that there was foxes there and active. There he is right back here, look.
Yep. What do you do in that situation? I get that question a lot, and I'm not deterred from the area that I spook a predator. Some people may back out of there, but down here on the Eastern Shore, I know there's so many fox that there could be another one or two just in the fence row that didn't even see us approach.
You want to park right here in front of this house?
Yeah. He's pretty spooked, but he was up in here hunting, and there might be another one around here. Well, let's just try calling. Even though we just saw him run off there, he probably sees lots of vehicles.
And I know this place is
not the only fox here.
Well, there's a ton here, and we've never set up on them here.
All right. We just need one that wants to play. Probably sleeping. Well, there's fox here. We saw one driving in. Calling fox during the day is not impossible, but it is challenging. And these fox generally tend to be more nocturnal. That doesn't mean that you can't kill them during the day. It doesn't mean they don't feed during the day. I believe that during colder temperatures and harder winters, you're able to kill more fox during the day. We're gonna try it. If we find out that they're not coming and responding to the call, well, you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn the fire eye on and we're gonna start dropping fur with the lights. It's early March, it's a dark moon, and we're in the Eastern Shore of Maryland calling red fox. Eric took us to another spot at Timmy's at Poverty Point, and just a beautiful place.
when I talked to Timmy, he said, you know, come on down, and he showed us the place and kind of give us a heads up on where he'd seen some fox.
But he's up in that direction someplace where he goes.
He said this red fox comes out here all the time, running this beach. In the evening or morning or?
I see him morning and evening, so.
We really wanted to get that daytime footage, but you know, my gut was telling me like, look, if we're gonna make this happen, I really, really feel confident that we can pull this off at night.
He knew that we would get him to come out at nighttime, and I said, well, let's do it at night then.
Fueled by Hornady. You know, I'm feeling pretty optimistic because I have a hunch. If this is anything like Maryland that I've experienced in the past 5 years, we're gonna have no problem killing a couple reds here tonight. There you go, I'm just gonna let you shine this light. The trigger down here, that's on and off, okay? This hood, you can move that and focus it. Okay. Just scan kind of quick and just, you'll see the eyes, they'll stand out real good. There you go. I feel like I'm back in my element. I'm in here at night, lights are out. I go with Eastern Cottontail, so I'm pretty loud. Get some volume out there.
I made 3 or 4 passes over the field, and I didn't realize how bright red the fox's eyes would show up in that light. And there was a road that goes back around that part of the farm, and I actually thought they were brake lights on a car on the road until Abner said, go back, go back.
Barry, go back, Eric. I see something there. Yeah, right there. There he comes, he's coming, there he is. There he comes, stay on right there. And this fox is just coming on a beeline right for us, and we're sitting on a field road, and he starts coming right down it. He's coming right down the road, right down the road. I knew this fox was coming in hard. He was totally sold, committed. He wasn't gonna get our wind. We had the wind right in our face. But those reds, like they do so often, they hit that 100 to 150 yard mark and they start to just parallel you and cut out around you. There he is, he's going out to the right. When he started to go out around, he was looking for the wind. He wanted to wind that, smell it, get confirmation of what it was. Brother. We had fur down in Maryland, the first stand at night with the fire eye, and we were pumped. How was it the first time seeing a red fox come in?
It was amazing.
Is it fun?
Yeah, I'm almost speechless. Very rare. It was almost like decoying geese. I mean, it was, you know, cupped up and coming and take them is how I felt, that whole feeling of adrenaline.
That's what they look like up close.
Get a head on that thing.
You sure? Tell you what, look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna show you something right here, folks. That is an old Maryland red fox. I bet you he was eating lots of his ducks.
Yep.
He done a lot of killing in his day, I'm sure.
That's a lot different than holding a goose up.
They don't have that fluffy fur on them. See how he's kind of rubbed here? Springtime, they start rubbing these guard hairs off. So you can see a couple long fur right there. Then there's short fur, they're just rubbing that off. So they're getting their summer coat. So that tells you that spring's just around the corner.
Yeah.
Right here on the Outdoor Channel, we're in Maryland, we're killing reds. You can hunt reds all year long in Dorchester County. And we're with the man, we're gonna keep doing it. If they're gonna keep coming to the dinner bell, we're gonna keep playing it. It's early March and we're in one of the few places that you can hunt red fox all year long in Maryland. We were in here earlier this morning. We did a daytime stand. We saw a fox bust out of here when we were driving in. And we wanted to come back and call it tonight because it looked like we saw a lot of fox signs, some tracks. So.
There's one right there.
Oh yeah, right there. Let's just sit down here. I'll put the call upwind of us here a little bit. This should be pretty quick if he's staying right there. Do you still see him? Oh yeah, I see him right there. Got baby cottontail right away. See if he comes over here. We're gonna know real quick what happens here. Here he comes. There he is. He's down. You got him. He's down.
There's another one back here, right here.
Here's another one.
Yeah, right back here to your left. See him?
Yep, I see him. He's out there a pretty good way. He didn't get a window. Ah, there he goes. Dang it, we almost had a double right there. They're acting like they're supposed to act in Maryland whenever the lights are out. This is what I'm used to when we're down here close to the Eastern Shore. Let's go do this again. So we pull up to the house where we initially called at in the morning. As soon as I come out of the passenger side of the vehicle, right there stood one at 85 yards.
Do you want me to get that shotgun?
He's right there. Come here.
There he is, right there.
Right there. Yeah.
It's like 85 yards. Right by that culvert.
See if I can get him to come in here.
He's running to your right.
Let me get up on my chair. I can't shoot, it's not safe.
If he stops, it's a clear shot. He's crossing the ditch now.
He isn't gonna stop. This fox would not give me a shot. I went to Red Fox Rally in full volume and did a red fox bark. And he immediately hit the brakes. Got him. Put the US Opti scope on him and I just squeezed the trigger off and he went down and hit the deck.
Did he go down? Yeah.
Holy cow.
That right there was the shot of the night.
Here, you hold the light and I'll range it and see what it is.
I'm guessing 2 and 5.
197.
97.
Yep. 197. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. This is the stand we called this morning. We saw that one running this ditch on the way in. I'm coming back and calling it tonight and see what happens. They've been coming to the baby cottontail and kind of giving us a look with that, so I'm gonna stick with it. Once you find out what they're coming to, stay with that sound until they quit coming to it.
There you go. There's eyes way out there, way out to that tower out there. I'm gonna make a pass back around.
Eric actually got a set of eyes back behind us. And he kept an eye on him and he kept scanning. And the next time he came back, he saw this dude had closed the distance in half.
He's right here, right here. Turn around, turn around. He's right here. He's coming too. He's coming. Right here, right below. See the,
oh yeah, yeah.
There he is, right there. He's going over by the house. He's close. He covered some ground.
You're down?
He's down.
Dang on, man, he like covered some ground, didn't he?
God.
There's number 4. On the eastern shore of Maryland, we just took 3 fox off of 1 farm in less than 30 minutes. That's a mature red fox. Nice big fox. We're gonna try something a little bit different here. We're gonna bust out the banshee. I haven't killed anything with the banshee. I haven't even called with it yet, so. It's got great volume capabilities too. All your sounds are in category files. Just go down if you want rabbit sounds. Right there's all your rabbits. It's a cool little unit. It's got great volume in this little thing too. I like it. Let's take a look at this right here. Go ahead and shine that. Let me see that one.
This is the berm here. It's a big rectangle. Woods back there.
Eric shows me the lay of this land, and we kind of have a road in a big square, like he had mentioned, all the way around with some water down below us. And what I looked at when I see a stand like that, I want to see where the biggest part of the pie is. Where are they going to probably come from, and where's the wind blowing? So the wind was kind of quartering to us from right to left. I wanted to get back in the corner and let that whole opening, let them come around either side of that dam to us.
But anything's going to kind of have to feed around it.
Yeah, hopefully they'll come up over here and make their way to us with this berm. Right there's some goose poop. Do you want to run the bone crusher on this stand?
I'm enjoying the show, man.
You sure?
I'm enjoying the show.
All right. I feel bad.
Nah, don't feel bad. I'm coming back without you.
I'll start with a baby cottontail.
Right there.
Oh yeah. He's coming. He's coming. Where'd he go? I lost him.
There he is, right there on the berm.
Yep, I got him.
All right.
That's how you do it in Maryland, right here on the Eastern Shore with Eric. You're the man.
I knew.
Number 5 of the night.
I knew we'd kill one here.
You had a hunch, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a good feeling.
Oh, I like his hunches, man, because they produce. I'm telling you what, that right there is what I'm talking about. That is night hunting on the East Coast. That's a wrap, dude. Let's get a look at that fox. I had a fantastic time with Eric. He was a great guy. I mean, I foresee a lot of trips in the future with him to do some red fox hunting.
I will definitely be out calling soon. I had an amazing time, learned some new things, learned a new way to enjoy the outdoors and try to thin out some of these foxes that are all over these farms down here.
And you watched the Eastern Shore come alive in the middle of the beginning of March, right here on the Eastern Shore of Maryland on Fur Takers. We're out of here. Nice.